So I never would have guessed that I could put these coasters on my light board and the light shine through them enough that I could see in the dark what I'm doing. So I guess I was thinking it would be like wood and it wouldn't shine through. But as you can see, or maybe you can't, but you can see through these. I didn't put the cork like I intended to. I forgot. So I'm really glad I didn't put the cork on here because that would have blocked the light from the light board. And so I decided to start on these coasters. I couldn't resist. And I'm doing the single sunflower first. And I'm using my plastic tip pen and I'm not having any trouble picking up the diamonds. There are black drills that are not rhinestones. It's sort of a stained glass look. In fact, I think these particular coasters are called stained glass flowers. Yeah, so I'm really excited to do these. And there are 9 of them, which I originally thought that when it said 9 piece, it was counting the stand as a piece and there were 8 coasters, but no, there's 9 coasters. So that was a nice surprise. Yeah, so it's getting late. I mean, it's not late, but we're now looking at around 6:30. And I thought I would diamond paint a little bit before dinner. And a little after dinner. But these will go quick. There's no multi-spacing. Everything is sort of circular in a circle. But that's okay. I like single placing. But I have really grown to like my 4-placer as well. And I got everything done today that I wanted to do. Some of these amber color stones are very transparent. They're not as opaque as some of the other ones, which kind of is throwing me for a loop here. But I don't think it's going to matter in the overall picture. So yeah, I had to go to the pet store and I bought a new light for my grandson's leopard gecko, and it made a world of difference. It brought the temperature up from 79, 80 in his little habitat to 84, 85, which I think he's much more comfortable at that temperature. He's like a desert leopard, and he's finally moving around. When his light bulb burned out, I went to the pet store and the lady at the counter seemed to know a lot about the leopard geckos, and she told me not to get that full strength that I had originally. It would be too hot and it might burn him. So I got a 50 watt and it just could not get up over 80 degrees in there. So I got the 60. I wanted a 75, but they were sold out, but I thought every little bit might help. So I got a 60 watt and it made a big difference. That little guy is moving around and seems so much happier. Before he was just kind of like lethargic and sleeping all the time, which they are nocturnal, but he just never moved from one spot unless I put my hand in there to pet him. And then he would move around a little bit, but I just knew something wasn't right. And we haven't had him that long. So I was trying to remember how he was when we first got him. And so come to find out, I think it was his light bulb, his heat lamp. So my life in the world of animals. And neither one of my dogs have eaten today. I put their food out twice. I didn't want to leave it out all day because it needs to be refrigerated. And both times I put it out, I left it out for about 10-15 minutes, brought them over to the dish, and neither one of them wanted to eat. So they'll get hungry eventually. And when they do, then I'll feed them. My first dog I had was so different, and I used to think sometimes he was a little pain in the neck, but I'll tell you what, he was so self-sufficient as far as going out, eating. I mean, I had to feed him, I had to let him out, but I didn't have to coax him to do anything. He just independently did what he was supposed to do, and my two, maybe they're spoiled. It's a possibility. But I had the other dog for 14 years. And he was a totally different personality. He seems smarter. Don't let Toby and Dottie hear that. But that's okay. His life was a lot better in the beginning compared to theirs, and I contribute a lot of their problems to their life as puppies into adulthood. I did rescue my first dog, but he was a year old. So what trauma he had wasn't nothing compared to what these two have been through. So I do keep that in mind. I don't know what I feel like for dinner tonight. Something easy. I'm not that hungry. I ate a salad with chicken on top and a hard-boiled egg cut up and some carrots in it. I didn't have a cucumber, but it was pretty filling, and that's pretty much all I ate. This morning I did eat a slice of cinnamon raisin toast, but just one slice. And I had a couple roasted peanuts a couple hours ago while I was waiting for the dogs to come back in from out back. But I'm not really that hungry. I think this coaster is going to be really pretty. All of them, I think, are going to turn out nice. And I will show them to you when I get them all finished. I haven't seen anyone do coasters on YouTube that I can remember. Oh, what I did see when I was just kind of browsing through the diamond paintings and the off canvases were eyeglass cases with floral designs and birds and flamingos. And you can buy them a single glass case. And they're like the kind that snap open and closed, and inside it's like a silk lining. It might be satin lining. It's probably polyester, but it looks like a satin. And they look nice, and they got good reviews. But I couldn't decide which one because they had so many pretty ones, and they have a set of 3, and they have a set of 6 on certain designs. So that was cool. So like if you bought one, it was $9.99. There were some that were a little bit more. Or if you bought 3, it was $20.99. And if you got 6, it was $29.99. So I was like, wow, maybe I should get 6, but I don't have 6 pairs of glasses. But I have a lot of friends that might, enjoy it. So I just kind of put them in my cart. I put the animal one. It has cats, and it has 2 different flamingos. Or, yeah, cats and flamingos, I think. The floral one I like too. And then they had one that was it all birds? No, it was all cats. It was all cats. So they have mandalas and all that, but I wasn't too interested in that. It was very colorful. I wish we could pick out the 6 that we wanted, because each set had 1 or 2 that I really didn't care for. You know how that is. And then you see some that you really like, but you don't want to buy them separately. Let's see, where was that one I was going to pick? Some of these, I think the bottom of the drill has a scratch or something, but I'm going to get rid of that one because when you look at it, maybe it wouldn't show up if there wasn't light on it. Yeah, you probably can't tell. You know how when you turn a light board on, how you see everything like like an x-ray. Now, what number am I doing? I'm doing 7. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just going to plug away. Yeah, so those eyeglass cases, that's what I was talking about. Those eyeglass cases look like a really fun off-canvas project, diamond painting project. I know I have a pair of sunglasses and a pair of reading glasses that I could use a nice case like that. There's a rooster in the background, and that is not a rooster in my yard. It's, of course, on the laptop. And my bird is, yeah, he's still awake. He's not on his sleeping perch yet. But he will be going over to the perch that he likes to sleep on pretty soon because it's starting to get dark outside. It's been cloudy all day. The sun peeked out a few times, but overall it's rained on and off just a little bit here and there, and it just has been a cloudy day. So it didn't get as hot as it normally does, which was good. Any more 7s? 7s, oh yeah, got 5 of them right there in a row. 7s. I think we're good. I kitted this up right after I showed it on my channel. And I put it in these little containers that are 4 in a row. You just have to be careful when you open one that you hold the other lids down when you pour it, because sometimes they don't snap shut very well. You don't want them all to come spilling out in the different pods, different colors. But other than that, for these little projects, it's a good container. And then we're going to do 5. I'm just skipping around. But that's about it. I just wanted to hop on here because I said that I would do a little whip and chat. Just not much going on. And just trying to stay out of trouble. I'm going to leave the lid open so I can remember what color I'm using. Oh, and I found that putting the stickers right on the top, sometimes they're really hard to peel off. So somebody said that what they do is they take a glue dot and they stick the stickers on with a glue dot, and then they come off really easy. Sometimes the glue dot stays there and you just put another sticker on top and label it with whatever symbol it is. So I like that idea. So I thought I'd share that tip, just in case anybody wanted to do it that way. And I'm back to using glue dots again in my single placer. I don't use glue dots in my multi-placer. I use putty or wax, but the single placers just seem to last a lot longer with the glue dots, and you don't have to use a lot. You just use a dot, just the tiniest little bit. And if it's too sticky, just kind of not rub it necessarily, but push it up against like your clothing, your pant leg or your shirt to get a little fuzz on it and to make it a little less sticky. But typically I don't really even do that much. I just put the tiniest little bit in the pen, and it'll last and last for a long time. It probably will last the whole time I do this. One coaster at least, probably more. Well, I think I'm going to end for the night. I'm going to continue to diamond paint and at least finish one coaster. I may do more than one tonight because I am, you know how some days you're really in the mood to diamond paint and some days you're just kind of like, and you sit down for an hour, half an hour, and then it's like, well, I'm done for the day. Every now and then I have that kind of feeling like, I just don't want to do any more. And then some days it's like, I don't want to stop. I don't want to go to bed. I just want to keep on diamond painting. And I'm in that kind of mood right now. I may diamond paint into the wee hours of the night. So you guys have a good night. It is 19 minutes, so pretty short one, but I will be back maybe tomorrow, if not tomorrow, on Wednesday. And you guys have a good rest of the week. I'll see you later. Bye.